Hello, my name is Chris and I will review the 2019 Mazda 3 sedan. From the start, the sedan is gorgeous on the outside, displaying sports sedan proportions that would put something like an A3 to shame. I cannot think of a better looking sedan on the market under $30,000 Canadian. New exterior and new interior for 2019, the engine and transmission stay the same, and the rear suspension has been downgraded to a semi-independent rear suspension. More on that later. But this exterior is biting your lower lip sexy. You will enjoy detailing this car. Take a look. On the inside, a similar story. The trunk is what it is. It is not a metric I focus on, but it seems reasonable and the seats fold down. Rear seat room is not as good as Honda Civic, but I could certainly sit here behind myself with no problem. The real story is in front with a craftsmanship that its competitors cannot compete with. The choice of materials, build quality, and tasteful design makes this car feel like a bargain. I was mesmerized by the haptic quality of Mazda 3 as it schools the competition with attention to detail. The seat comfort is okay and excellent leather for this category. The infotainment display is easy enough to consult and sometimes difficult to use. There is an adjustment period. Thank God for CarPlay and Auto, they are included. The dash includes a digital center and is so classy to look at. Again, Mazda destroys the competition. Mazda seems to find a way to design a sense of crackling energy and maturity simultaneously. It will please the 20-year-old and a 50-year-old. The mid-trim GS comes with dual automatic climate controls, heated and leather-wrapped steering wheel, rain-sensing wipers, automatic on-off headlights, and eye-active safety technologies. The Bose system in this GT is improved and plays better than before. And the heads-up display reduces distractions. Mazda 3 is now available in all-wheel drive for those who live above the snow line. Useful. In the showroom, Mazda 3 appears perfect, but I have a few gripes in terms of packaging, which I will discuss on the drive in a few minutes. Overall, Mazda makes their point that they are the attention to detail company. If you find comfort driving this car, then I think you will find it perfect, as it is beautiful inside and out. Very recommendable. The engine and transmission are average. A 4-cylinder engine that makes 186 horsepower and 186 pounds of torque with a 6-speed automatic and does 8.8 liters in the city and 6.6 liters on the highway, which translates to 2535 mpg. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers driving the 2019 Mazda 3 GT. This is the sedan and it has two-wheel drive. Because right now it's available in four-wheel drive now, this Mazda 3, which is pretty good for our winters, by the way. A few comments about the exterior. Let's just cut right to the chase. The exterior is the most beautiful exterior in the category, period. It looks 20 times better in person. Ross made the very good remark that it reminded him of when the Mazda 6 came to our shores in about 2003, 2004, about the same size, about the same dimensions, just upgraded. I have to agree with him. That's exactly it. So that's pretty awesome. On the inside, a little bit more of a mixed bag. The inside is very good if you look at the aesthetic quality. The quality of the materials, the touch gear, the leather seats, the quality of the leather, they destroy the competition in those regards. However, there are a few flaws. Number one, now the suspension is a semi-independent rear suspension. It used to be an independent rear suspension. What does that mean for Montreal's shitty roads? Well, it means that instead of taking bumps like this, boom, boom, that's an independent suspension. A semi-independent suspension takes bumps like this, boom, boom, and you feel it sometimes. And it's the trend in the compact segment to go towards semi-independent rear suspension. It saves costs. In the real world, an independent rear suspension is always better than a semi-independent rear suspension. That's just the way it is. Especially, it's not just for taking curves and it's when you take bumps in regular driving. It's just a more refined bump that you feel. What else about this vehicle? The Bose sound system is awesome. really awesome. These grills, high level. Just going over some of the details, this digital dash is really awesome. The dash just looks so good. You know, sometimes I'm wondering, am I in an A3? You know, that's how good it is in terms of the quality of the materials. The space management, the packaging, Mazda has always had problems packaging their cars. This transmission tunnel, way too wide, takes up rooms for my legs. This handle here for the door, once again, it sticks out way too much. My legs keep hitting into it. The seats, there's like a bolstering here. It's just a little bit too much bolstering for my taste. I always feel confined in a Mazda, and I'm 5'9". It's true, I'm a little bit overweight, but I mean, I'm not that much overweight. And I don't think a lot of its competitors make me feel that way. So that's something to consider. Having that said, if you sit inside the Mazda and you feel good, you should buy it. If you look at the Mazda and you fall in love with it, well then buy it. Just don't worry about it. Also recommendable on the lease. Mazda is about mid-pack in terms of reliability. They've always had a little bit of problems with their rust, I'd say. Every time I see a Mazda 3 on the road that's a few years old, there always seems to be rust that appears more or less in the same places. That can be awkward. And those are my thoughts on the Mazda 3 GT. 4-door sedan. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, you can subscribe. Duh. And I come out with videos about once a week. And I also come out with French videos, so you can just ignore those and just listen to the English ones. And that is it.